Hey everybody, David Alexander here. I'm going to try to keep this as un-X-rated as possible, but the truth is I'm pretty damn excited that I'm going to be at OREIA speaking this year. I get an 8-hour session to fill your brain full of real estate shit. I mean, I'm going to bend you backwards and forwards every way you've ever known. I'm going to teach you real estate. I want you to come out and see me. So if you know me, maybe you've known me from the internet, maybe you haven't, maybe you stumbled on my site, maybe you know about banditsigns.com. What you might not know is that I've been doing real estate for about 14 years now. Almost 15. And as I've been doing real estate, I've been buying and selling, but I approach it a completely different way. I mean, everything I do, people tell me it's bass-ackwards. But my students, when they come and they learn from me, I get them going. I really, I give a shit. I want you to come to OREIA as I sit here and I bend your brain and I teach you things that I promise you you've never learned. I once had a student come to one of my boot camps years ago, and I don't teach boot camps anymore, but he paid $3 grand the day before, and as he was coming to the boot camp, he said, "David, I've been in real estate for 20 years, and the truth is I don't want to waste $3 grand and come to your boot camp, because if I do, then I'm afraid you're not going to teach me anything." I told him, I said, "You know what, you come to my boot camp, and the first day that you're there, if you haven't learned enough to fulfill your $3 grand, you know what, I'll give you your money back and you can stay the whole weekend." By noon that day, he came to me and said he had already 4 or 5 times his money's worth. Well, I'm going to be unloading so much on you in an 8-hour session, as much as I can. Like I said, do your research on me. Find out who I am if you don't already know me. Look below. Look at all the stuff I'm going to teach you below. I'm going to teach you how I got into real estate. I'm going to share stories with you that you've never heard, that people just don't release. You know why? Because most of the gurus have been brought to their knees, okay? I'm still standing. I'm still buying and selling just like I ever was. And the cool thing is I get to share it with you for 8 hours, one whole day. So you need to get your ass out to OREIA, and you need to come see me in my 8-hour session while I help you get your real estate going. You learn how to buy and sell real estate with no money, no credit, just like when I got started. When I got started, people always tell me, "But Dave, I'm broke," and all that kind of shit. I don't like to hear that bullshit, because the bottom line was, I was broke too. I was so freaking broke that at the time, I'm going to tell you this quick story. At the time, my girlfriend and I, we had a child. She was 6 months old. We were split up, living in a separate place, sharing the same car. That's how broke I was. I was in an apartment getting evicted. I was 10 days late on my rent. In Texas, they don't mess with you. It's a 3-day notice to vacate. Here I was in the middle of it, and I made a decision. I made a decision to learn this stuff, to figure it out or whatever, and get some deals going. And I was, even if I didn't, and at the time I was working on a deal, and I decided if that deal didn't happen, then I was going to be the only homeless guy with a dog living in a box collecting a $200 paycheck from an asset. I wasn't going to go back to work for anybody else. So the bottom line is, you want freedom, you want the dream, then come on, come out to OREIA, come see me, no bullshit. Thanks, guys.